What up, people? I'm back. Today we're going to be talking about what's going on in Naruto manga right now, and it's just a lot of stuff, and it's just become crazy at this point. I mean, I know I haven't reviewed in a long time, and I probably should have. I think the last one I reviewed was probably chapter 667, I think. So that's quite a long time ago. So I'm just gonna dive back in with you guys and see what see what you guys think after this video. But I'm gonna give you my personal analysis on what has been happening up until now and about to be chapter 75. So just a quick recap as I've been gone. We have a guy going 8 gates and pretty much dying, and then we have Naruto meeting the Sage of the Six Paths along with Sasuke meeting him too. Then they get these god powers and they get these new forms. Sasuke gets the Rinnegan, Naruto gets the rods and the truth ball things, whatever they are. And they have like the sun and moon symbols on their hands, so that's basically where we're at. But this last chapter we actually get our first look at the combat between Madara and Sasuke and Naruto, and it seems that Madara is actually on the ropes now. Madara is actually very strong against everyone else, but Naruto and Sasuke are pretty much taking advantage of him right now. I mean, he's not able to do much. I just think it's the fact that, Madara doesn't compare right now, because Naruto and Sasuke directly got their powers from the sage himself. Also, Naruto was also a Jinchuriki, and Sasuke already had EMS and has a stronger Rinnegan, basically with a lot more powers than what Madara unlocked by himself. I mean, but we can't count out Madara right now either, because Madara also has some good powers. I mean, he can drop meteors. I mean, he can make these lightning strikes like we just saw in the last chapter. He can use Limbo, although Limbo is actually pretty much obsolete now since Sasuke and Naruto can see it and feel it. So I guess that's pretty much out of the book for him. But, he's still a very powerful character, and I think that he'll match up well. And the fact that he's going to go get his Rinnegan from Obito and Sakura, and once he gets that, I feel like it's going to be such a better matchup. And, we're going to see a lot of good chapters of just pretty much battle. I hope it's not talking. I hope it's not a lot of dialogue, for their battle or anything. I hope it doesn't, end up like Obito and Naruto during that time. I hope, because I know that Madara is more, fight first, ask questions later. So I hope that that's pretty much how it goes. I mean, I don't want to repeat another Obito, because I couldn't even read the chapters when it was just Obito talking to Naruto, basically. So I think since Madara, just the person that he is, there's not going to be much talking. So I think that's going to be great, especially with Sasuke not being the person that would talk much. It's just it's just going to be a good battle now. Now I've seen a lot of videos from a couple famous reviewers like For Neverworld or Toji Alucard, and I just think that since they're saying if Kakashi is weak without a Sharingan, I think Kakashi is still just a good ninja, but I don't think that he even matched up. He didn't even match up with his Sharingan. So I think that he's pretty much just irrelevant at this point. Like, he just needs to stand by and just let Naruto and Sasuke face Madara. Unless Madara comes back and for some reason people think that Kakashi might get EMS, and I think that'd be pretty cool. If Kakashi gets EMS, then maybe he could do something. Like, he could use Kamui, and Kamui could work, actually. It's a pretty good jutsu to use. So I think if he had EMS, that would really improve his chances of actually making a difference right now. That is, if Madara wants to even give his eye back. He might just want to keep that shit in his story. I've also seen a lot of things on Sakura dying. I doubt that Sakura is gonna die. I mean, if there would be no use at this point for her to die. I mean, if she was gonna die, she should have died earlier when, she was there on the battlefield with Obito and Madara. So I think Obito is gonna die very soon, like maybe 2 chapters or something. But I think that Obito is not gonna die without giving Kakashi his Sharingan. But Madara ultimately is gonna end up with the Rinnegan. I don't feel like Madara has to kill Sakura anyway. He could probably just incapacitate her or something, but I don't feel like Sakura's gonna die. She might actually be an asset later in the story, so I don't think she's gonna die. So we're just gonna see what happens, but I definitely think Obito's gonna die in the next 2 chapters. That's just what I believe. And then the fact that, Madara getting cut in half and then going to the other dimension, and you can only see the top half. I don't know. I think I read the chapter again the other day, and he did only go there with the top half of his body. So we're gonna see how that works when he gets back with the top half of his body and 2 Rinnegan. So, well, I think that'll be a pretty good matchup. I've also seen a lot of things on Sakura dying. I doubt that Sakura is gonna die. I mean, if there would be no use at this point for her to die. I mean, if she was gonna die, she should have died earlier when, she was there on the battlefield with Obito and Madara. So I think Obito is gonna die very soon, like maybe 2 chapters or something. But I think that Obito is not gonna die without giving Kakashi his Sharingan. But Madara ultimately is gonna end up with the Rinnegan. I don't feel like Madara has to kill Sakura anyway. He could probably just incapacitate her or something, but I don't feel like Sakura's gonna die. She might actually be an asset later in the story, so I don't think she's gonna die. So we're just gonna see what happens, but I definitely think Obito's gonna die in the next 2 chapters. That's just what I believe. And then the fact that, Madara getting cut in half and then going to the other dimension, and you can only see the top half. I don't know. I think I read the chapter again the other day, and he did only go there with the top half of his body. So we're gonna see how that works when he gets back with the top half of his body and 2 Rinnegan. So, well, I think that'll be a pretty good matchup. I also am beginning to think at this point that Sasuke is stronger than Naruto. That's not for, any other purpose that I think that Naruto's weak. I think that Naruto is very strong, and I think that he matches up with Sasuke even if Sasuke's a little stronger than him. But Sasuke right now technically is stronger than him. Sasuke has the Rinnegan, and I think he has EMS in the other eye. So that's his Susanoo, his Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, whatever Sharingan thing he does, and then he has the Rinnegan, being able to see otherworldly things, and he can track things. And I think he can control time or something. He can move something, because when you saw Madara shocked at where Sasuke went, because that's not a power that Madara has. So I think right now Sasuke is stronger, especially when Sasuke, when they actually activate the full potential of their power. Right now they haven't yet, not even Naruto. So we're going to see what happens to Naruto. If Naruto becomes the full-on 10-tails Jinchuriki, then Naruto obviously beats Sasuke. But I feel like even then they might still be equals just because of the Indra and Ashura thing. So, I don't believe that there's going to be a last battle between Naruto and Sasuke, just mainly because of the history of the story. There's a background there, and talking to the sage, I feel like they're going to get along now. Not like get along like buddy, like they're gonna not fight anymore. I feel like they're gonna be friends, like, again, like allies. So, I think I just don't see that last battle between them coming. But I don't know, I could be wrong. I have been wrong in the past when I've made predictions on what later will happen in the story. So also, we didn't get a chapter this week, so I was kind of bummed out, but I understand. I'm not complaining about it. It just gives me even more hyped up for next Wednesday. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm really hyped up right now. I can't wait to see what happens with Madara and Obito and Sakura. Naruto and Sasuke back in the real world, not in the other dimension. So anyway, tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, and I really need some more subscribers. I think I have a very few number, and I maybe get like 50 to 100 views on each of my videos, so that's kind of pathetic for me. So, you know, I hope people actually watch this video, take the time to subscribe, and maybe want to see more of my videos. So, thank you if you actually watch them. And
Edited by Really Loud 50.
明かりがあれば影ができると言ったあの日の君の声が